Hi Taurus, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Taurus, this is your general reading. It can be about career, it can be about life path, life purpose, money, the overall big message. I'm recording this on the 6th of November, but I'm still in a, and I keep repeating it, so I'm not going to say that anymore. But soon enough, I'm going to get heaps of videos out there that are sort of almost piling up now. So even though I recorded on the 6th, I've asked for the message to be around early November to early December. So that's somewhere where the message is going to be. So for your overall story, what's going on right now, I'm going to draw this one life purpose card from Doreen Virtue. And then I'm going to get over to the usual decks to get basis and go deeper and see what's going on for you right now. And then at the end of it, we're going to have an extended and go deeper. So if you feel like you resonate with it, you can come there. Wow, you're a spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. And I just feel like with this card, it's just like all those symbols there. It just shows that you're not, I mean, you could say that like you're belonging to a certain religion, you're belonging to a certain message, etc., etc. I just feel the opposite. It feels like with all those symbols there that is standing for a whole lot different things, it's like you're free from them. You really are a spiritual teacher. You don't care what religion it is. You're caring about source. You're caring about the universe's origin, the energy, the essence of that, rather than any religion, is what I pick up from this. So somehow, some way, you're a spiritual teacher. It doesn't necessarily have to be that you're sort of, I don't know how you would describe. I would describe myself as a spiritual teacher, and I'm doing it through cards. I'm doing it through healing. I'm doing it through a whole bunch of things that could sort of, yes, that's sort of the spiritual thing to do. But also I think it's just through conversation sometimes. It's through the most mundane or normal, ordinary thing that you still are very much a spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. I would add, you heal with your words. You heal with what you're saying because you're translating, channeling, if you will. I'm not too keen on that word, but being a channel for the higher self, for your spirit coming through. And as you're sort of shining a light on the person that you're talking to or on the group that you're talking with, those words in itself is healing. It can also be through text, like if you're texting, I wasn't going to say texting, but maybe perhaps like even words through text. I was going to say writing. If you're writing the written word or songs that you hear, somebody sings a certain song and you wonder like why you break down and cry, it's because it's healing, because of the vibration that's in the tone of the person singing. And just the written word sometimes itself, you just have a reaction to it, and you might have a reaction even like holding a card deck or holding a book. You might have a reaction to it. Why? Because it comes from spirit, it comes from energy. So that's like the overall thing, what's going on. Like that's the majority. That's where your aim is. That's where your aim should be, that you are a spiritual teacher. In whatever form that is. It can also be like through the arts. It can be decorating a house for other people. Make it look beautiful. Whatever makes a person connect in more with their inner true self is being a spiritual teacher, in my opinion. Anywho, and my opinion is right. The Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by Holland is what I'm using to get your basis, like your basic energy. I almost don't have time to shuffle. So it feels like it's a very urgent energy. That one. Wow, 2 number 5. So there really is a change of your life path, in your life path right now. Emotional loss that's going to lead to a lot of gain. So 2 number 5. 5 in its traditional, like numerology wise, 5 is all about overcoming. It's overcoming obstacles, but it's also very much about change and changing your life path. And this is emotional loss. So there's something that you're dealing with. You could have dealt with it in the past. You could be dealing with it right now. And I almost feel like, I want to use the word dislocated. It's almost like you don't really know where you fit in, or where your emotions fit in, or how I should describe it. It's like detached, perhaps. Like you feel a bit detached, and it's like you don't know what to grab a hold of, or how to get it back, or how to really be in your emotions, or feel like you're in it, if that makes any sense. So there's something about shifting the whole version of yourself right now, shifting the whole person about yourself, around yourself, finding new aspects and finding new versions of yourself. And for that, we have emotional loss. There comes a lot of emotion. There's a lot of emotion that is stirring up. So maybe you're feeling just drained, tired. You could be feeling a little bit sad. Like what's going on. Almost like you have a little sprinkle of schizophrenia. Is not at all what I was going to say. Dementia. Is that what you say? Dementia? It's interesting. I never thought of it that way until I misspelled that word. Dimension. Usually when it's like when you starting to not feel oriented, like you don't really know where you are, you don't know where you fit in, where you belong. And sometimes, like when you get older, it's way more common when you get older that you get dislocated, you're disoriented, you don't know where you are, you can't find home, you don't know where you belong, you don't know where, all of a sudden this very immediate family, you don't recognize them anymore, you don't recognize yourself anymore, you don't remember anything from like this morning. Did we have breakfast? Are you hungry? I don't know, what have I eaten? Dementia? I don't know how you pronounce it in English. Demens, I would say in Swedish. But misspelling that word is very interesting because it talks about dimensions. It's dimensions. And so what I feel with those, like my grandma had a lot of this before she passed over. I felt like she was walking in and out of our dimension and another dimension, like another probably multiverse altogether, higher dimensions. But it's so freaking interesting when I just misspell that. We call it dementia, but it's like just being in different dimensions. So you don't really remember what happened here because probably you were just somewhere else. You were probably somebody else somewhere else. So there's something about letting go this old version of you, this old notion of you. And then yet another number 5. So 2 number 5s coming out here, which adds up to a number 10. So there's some sort of completion here. You're moving on. We're leaving the old behind. And this is what you're stepping into. It's like it's a complete upgrade in everything. It's a complete upgrade in health, in your finances, in home, in like support, in your foundation, your spiritual life, your romantic life, your I don't know what to call it, your career, I guess, like your authentic life. It's really beautiful. It's just financial and material changes. But yeah, there's going to be financial and material changes due to you. Like it could have just said the complete you changes. Okay, so you're shifting your life path. You're becoming this upgraded version of yourself with 2 number 5 stairs. You are overcoming obstacles. You are shifting something right now and stepping into something brand new. It's really beautiful. So we want to clarify this with Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. So can we get some more information here? We can. So it's almost like a little little process here. Queen, Knight, and 10, like in the opposite direction here. Wow, this is so much about what you're stepping into. It's not where you're moving away from, it's what you're stepping into. So I get this 10 Knight and Queen as sort of one pile, and then I get the Moon. And Taurus, I've been very much associating with you with the Moon lately. The Moon card always comes with some sort of information. It can be like a hidden information. It can be something that was unknown to you up until this point. I mean, I've asked for like the early November to early December. So somewhere within this month, that there's going to be something that you're going to find out. Something is going to be brought to your attention. And I mean, we have so much shifting energy right now. It's unbelievable. And what's going on with the election in the Americas right now, I feel like that's shaking up a lot of things. And I was just actually the other day trying to post this little fun thing on Facebook to sort of lighten the load a bit, and that backlashed. And so it was more people trying to say how we go from one crap to another crap, but to really stay focused on the bright side now, to really be the spiritual teacher that you came to be. And if you need to do that, sort of withdrawing a bit, then do that. If you need to figure yourself out right now, then you need to do that first, okay? And then you're going to step out to the light. So it feels like almost in one instance, like it's almost like excuse me, the message that can be hidden, it's not hidden, but like it's going to come to your attention. You can be the one that is coming to somebody else's attention. Like you're the one who's being brought to other people with information. We're going to have a moon eclipse, lunar eclipse at the end of the month, I believe. And also we have this major portal happening on the 11th of November. And I feel so strongly about this portal. A lot of people have been talking about this 8-8 portal, and that was like the big shift. For me, the 11th of 11th is the big shift. I can't really say why. I just feel like there's the major shift. There's where things are happening. And I just the other day found out that the election, like people have the right in the Americas to come in and complain or shift things and redo things, and up until the 10th of November. Like the 10th of November, that's a completion numerology wise. Okay, that's complete. Let's not move on any further. Like beyond that, there's no turning back, some say. So anyway, there's something is going to come to your attention. Something is going to be revealed to you. It can be something completely, like it can be about your spiritual path. It can be about a career opportunity. It can be literally anything 3D, but this is due to your major transformation going on right now. And yeah, we have a dog there. So the dog speaks about trustworthiness, loyalty, friendship. It just feels like you need those who care the most. Like you need the cleanest energy around you right now. You always do. We always do. Why not always have the cleanest and the best energy around us at all time? The most inspirational people around us at all times. It just feels like it's almost like the immune system is a bit low. So normally if you were all healthy and fine, you could walk outside and there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of bacteria and it doesn't bother you one bit. But if your immune system is already low, it's like it's a bit tougher to be around other people. And it's almost like the immune system emotionally is a bit low. And so therefore it's very important that either you're A, alone, or B, surrounding yourself with really, really pure and caring people. And I mean, this is what we're stepping into. This is really, really beautiful. 10 Knight and Queen. So it's a beautiful process. It's a beautiful little journey that you're going on. And I got them in reverse, like not upside down, because I never do upside down cards. It's just that it's like it's going from Queen, Knight, and 10. So this Queen card is very much like the Empress or the Emperor. And it says you can do anything right now, go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. And there's a cat in front of you. So the cat is talking about loving yourself. Feel the love for yourself. Feel the wholeness of you. But other than that, it's a very clear energy around you. Like you're sitting on your throne. It's a very Leo-like image. You are the queen. It's not gender specific. You are the queen and you're sitting on your throne and you're very sure of yourself. It's very confident energy. And this is what you're stepping into. And it's so interesting because I see this, like you're sitting on this throne, this beautiful throne, and like down here, like on this side, it's very, like it's very stable. The chair is very stable on that side. And then on the other side, it's a bit like, do you see that? It starts like a bit windy. And so there's like one leg that's a bit windy or wobbly, or I don't know how to express that. That is a bit, it's not out of balance, but it's like, if you're supposed to stand with both feet on the ground, like feeling really stable, I think that one leg just needs a tiny bit more work, just needs a tiny bit more balance, and you will feel complete. It's the orange borders. It talks about a lot of creativity, passion, sexuality. That's your sacral chakra. And then we have this Knight of Gabriel. Time to take action. Oh, sorry. I'm led back to this card for some reason. Okay, so what I'm drawn to here is to read out. Passionate, charming, brilliant, and independent. So I feel all of a sudden that there's a person coming in. It's a person coming into a romantic partner. Passionate, charming, brilliant, and independent. So this could be you, but it can also be your person. We can go deeper and find out. Yeah, and it was something else. It was brought back here because it was something else. Oh, Gabriel, thank you. So there's something about your children or child, like if you have children or a child, or perhaps even a child on the way, know that Gabriel is with you. No, Gabriel is like the caretaker of all the children, like the protector, that like the archangel that really is protecting the children. It's so interesting because Gabriel, because I was talking with Rob from Rob Tarot, and he feels like Gabriel is a he, and I think that Gabriel is a she. Like she's always been a she for me, and it's so interesting because it's sort of, it makes us look at it in a different way if we think it's a he or if we think it's a she. So I think that's a fascinating aspect to just bring to the table here today. But that is coming out twice, and I just want to say, so that you know that your children, your child, your unborn child is protected at this moment in time. And perhaps there's a little mama bear going on as well, or papa bear going on as well in you, like you're really protective of your children. Knight of Gabriel is all about a new energy coming in, a new energy in your life, and I'm already picked up this new romantic partner. So I mean, there's a lot of change happening for you with 2 number 5s there, and we're changing every aspect, financial and material changes in every area basically. And I want to read out again: confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. This could represent you. It can also represent your person coming in. This is not a love reading, but it's coming through very strongly. So don't kill the messenger. Time to take action, great passion for career. No, I didn't see that. So maybe it is a great passion for your career. Time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. So here's the very cool, very go get it energy that I feel like you're very determined. It's interesting because it's such a strong energy that's coming through, and yet I feel like you just don't want to see anybody. You don't want to meet anybody. You don't want to have to deal with anybody. And yet, I guess they're not contradicting each other. It's just that you think when you're feeling this powerful or this strong that there's no harm. I don't know. There's no, like, you would want to go out and see people. I just think this is like you really powering up, deciding like who you are and what you want to do, and like just withdraw a bit. So I still feel like a hermit feeling around you, even though this is so strong, the energy that you're carrying right now. And then we have this 10 of Raphael. So there is a completion here in terms of what has happened in the past. Love and blessings fill your life. Love and blessings fill your life, Taurus. Harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. In your very questionable clothing. Like Halloween is over, so you can get out of your costumes now. This is basically just telling like the what I guess in the past we would consider to be like the most, like mommy and daddy and 2 kids playing in the back. I would want to see a dog here somewhere as well. In Sweden, probably even a Volvo. And then it's A-okay. But there's something about, I'm not gonna rain on your parade here now. It's really beautiful because this is talking about how you are coming into alignment with another person. And the change that is going to bring, it's going to bring change to so many different things. We have the rainbow there. So you are dealing with the rainbow like as a balancing thing. Okay, can we find out if this is their person or not? Is this their person or is this them? Who is this? Interesting. So I feel like you are. It's not a love reading. It's not a love reading, and the main focus is the spiritual teacher. It's that you're shifting your whole person, your whole persona, your whole the whole version of yourself. Shifting it, healing it, and moving into this new financial and material changes. Like everything is changing in your life right now. To me, this is like, okay, so maybe you are thinking a lot about a connection with somebody else. Maybe not immediately, and as I say this, a lot like goosebumps are standing up, like in the neck. I'm just getting validated that this is true, that you are really seeking this partner. You're seeking, perhaps you're thinking that you're seeking like higher guidance, or like the spiritual path is so important to you. And I get that it is, because we have the spiritual teacher there, but this is a person, and I don't get, like, we can seek a teacher sometimes, like we can have a teacher-student situation, and we have that very much here. Like we have the dragonflies swirling around you, which for me talks about huge spiritual transformation. And then we have those seashells there, which talks about the intuition. We already had strong intuition with the moon card. Like putting your ear to the ground, really pay attention right now, really listen to what's going on on the inner planes for you, but also see then what you're starting to attract on the outer planes. So this is sort of like a student-teacher situation, because we have Raphael there, which is all about healing, helping you become whole, helping you make this shift within yourself, coming in, sort of being the teacher. And so you might think that that is what you're seeking. I just think that quietly or silently or secretly you really want for this beautiful connection to happen to somebody, with somebody else, that really gets you and that really gets this spiritual transformation. And so very much of what I'm reading out, and probably that's why I can't really feel if it's like you or if it's your person, with this confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic, passionate, charming, brilliant, and independent. It's the both of you. It's not either or, it's the both of you. You're very much alike. Okay? This is going to be some final advice, and then I'm going to move into the extended. So what final advice do we have for Taurus, please? Wow. This is so beautiful. So we have 4 and 3. So interesting because we go backwards. I don't know why we go backwards. Maybe that's significant for some of you guys. Foundation and achievement. So we have number 4 here, which is all about your heart. It's all about laying a new foundation, and we talked about that. It's purple border, so it's all about the spirituality that you're going through right now. And we have the rainbow there again. So a lot of balancing is happening through your chakra system as we speak, letting go of what doesn't serve you and really hyping up what does serve you. This is you transforming at the very root, at the very basis of yourself. Foundation and achievements is all about like finding that new path, moving towards that new path. This could literally mean that somebody's finding a new home, selling their home, finding a new property, wanting to move, but it's also like a message of the inner home, like feeling at home within yourself. And then the rejoice, or the number 3 there, cups of love. So it could be like this is celebrating the new times ahead. Number 3 is all about creativity, passion, and joy. It could be that you're actually getting together with an old romantic partner. He or she is not old, but you met them before. And if you feel immediately like, no, you don't want that, then that is not the person. It can be another person that you actually haven't thought about. And it's going to be, maybe that's the reveal. Something's going to come to your attention. It's like you didn't think it was going to be the one you thought it was going to be. If not at all, you're drawn to that, then look forward to the future, that there's going to be just feelings of happiness and really celebrating and understanding that there's a new relationship on the horizon coming in for you. I'm going to go deeper and find out more about this. So if you feel like you resonate with this story, then come to the extended. If you feel like it, the link is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.